Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Verbal Teacup. And as you know, I'm Meenakshi, and today we are continuing our series of root words, and I've got a new root word for you, and that is called as mal. So, mal is the new root word for today, and basically, mal means bad. All right, so this root word, mal, means bad or negative. So something which is bad or negative is called as mal. Now let us see how many new words we can learn with this root word mal, which means what? Bad or negative. Okay, so let's move on. Now, words related to mal are maleficence. So, when somebody official or somebody who's important is doing something wrong, so that is a maleficence or a maleficence activity, right? So that is a bad activity or a wrong activity. So that is how you will talk about committing a crime. So that is also maleficence or doing a evil thing. All right. Then the next one, malformed, as in the case of bodies of people, So sometimes what happens is that people have got wrongly formed bodies in the sense that their ears are missing or something like that. So you would say malformed for that one. Okay. Then Malifarius. Now Malifarius is very similar to maleficence. So doing something negative or nefarious activities. So nefarious activities is also a bad activity like a crime, etc. Or Malifarious is also something which is disease bringing. So the coronavirus is malifarious. It brings the disease to the people. Okay, so bringing forth evil or bringing bad things is malifarious. Then malignant. Malignant, as in the case, about tumors. So benign tumors we had done in Bene. Please watch that video also, which means good. So benign was harmless, whereas malignant is evil nature or bad for health. So malignant tumor, that tumor which keeps on coming again and again. So that kind of a tumor is a malignant tumor. Okay. Then malice. Malice is when you're trying to inflict harm on someone, and a person who does malice or who does something wrong is a malefactor. So just like we had a benefactor, if you remember, a benefactor was the person who was doing something good. A malefactor is a person who does something bad. And malice and malicious are those bad activities, or malice is also, having negative thoughts about somebody, having thoughts like jealousy or not liking someone will all be part of your malice. And malicious also comes from there. All right. So then the next one, malady. Malady is a disease or an ailment. So like, the Spanish flu was a malady, or the coronavirus is a malady. Any kind of a fever is also a malady, so a disease or a kind of an ailment. And malapropism. Malapropism is something that we do unknowingly because of ignorance. If you're using wrong words at the wrong time, then that is malapropism. Okay, so like fill in the blanks, you're using the wrong word. So that is obviously an incorrect answer, or we would call it as malapropism. Right. Then the next one, malaria. Now mal again is bad, and so area is air, so bad air. So earlier it was understood, when we did not know that it was carried by mosquitoes, etc. So people used to think that malaria is traveling through air, through the bad air, and that's why they called it malaria. Then malcontent. Now malcontent basically means somebody who's dissatisfied. He's not content with what is happening to him. So he wants to change his situation. So that is a bad situation that the person is in will be called as malcontent. And then malediction. Malediction is a curse. So like we have boon and bane, or blessing or curse. So blessing was benediction and malediction is a curse. And a malefactor is just the opposite of benefactor. Benefactor is a good person. Malefactor is a person who commits a crime or a bad activity, feels bad towards you, malice towards you. So that kind of a person, malefactor. Okay. And then maleficence, evil. So evil thoughts, evil actions, maleficent. Then malefied is the opposite of bona fide. Bona fide is having good thoughts about someone, feeling positive towards someone, and malefied intentions, bad intentions or bad thoughts. Okay, so this person is a criminal, he wants to cheat you. So he has malefied intentions, whereas somebody is trying to protect you, he's having bona fide intentions for you. And then coming up, malabsorption, bad absorption of our food or nutrients, etc. So sometimes our kidneys and the arteries and veins, etc. of the body are not able to absorb the nutrients from the food properly. So that will be called as malabsorptions. Also happens in plants, etc. Okay. Then maladjusted, a person who's not able to adjust with his environment, to social environment. We will call that person as maladjusted because he's not able to fit in. So you say this person is a misfit, right? So whom do you call a misfit? A person who is maladjusted, not rightly, he's not able to be a part of the society or the environment in which he's living in, he or she rather. Okay. And then malaise. Malaise is also a sickness. Again, malady was a disease. So malaise is being affected by that malady. And then malign. Malign is something evil-natured or talking something negative about somebody. So you hear somebody, oh, this person was speaking badly about you. So that person was maligning you. So obviously malign, malice, all bad, wrong in their content or wrong in their nature. So maligning somebody, talking ill of someone is something we see all the time. Then malice and malicious. Now, malice is if you're feeling bad things towards somebody, you're maligning. So because you are jealous or because you don't like that person, so you're talking negative. So your feeling is malice, and when you're talking negative, you're maligning. And malicious is full of ill will. So obviously a person who has the feeling of malice is a malicious person or a negative person. So with malice towards none, the example that I have used here, the quotation, which means that you're saying something, but you're not feeling bad towards anybody while you're saying something. So that means with malice towards none. Okay. Then malism. Ism is any kind of theory or ideology. So malism, the whole world is a bad place. Some people are always, feeling negative or thinking negative. So the world is a bad place to be in. So that would be called as malism. And odor is smell. So obviously malodor will be a bad smell. Opposite will be a good odor, as in a fragrance or perfume or something like that. Then malcontent, when a person was discontented or bad-tempered also. And malefaction is an evil deed. So benefactor did benefaction, that is a good deed. Malefactor is the person who does something bad, and the bad deed that he does, some criminal activity, some negative activity, will be called as malefaction. Then malevolent. Malevolent is feeling negative towards others, the evil feeling, not having good thoughts towards others. So that is malevolent. Opposite is benevolent, which is having good thoughts for others. Maltreatment. Now maltreatment, malnourishment, you know all of these words. So treating somebody badly, abusive in nature, etc. So that kind of a treatment, that kind of a behavior will be maltreatment. Then maladroit. Now adroit means skillful. A person who's smart and skillful in his work is adroit. So maladroit is a clumsy, awkward person who's not very great with his work. And malnutrition, a state of poor nutrition in which you don't have adequate food or nutrition, enough vitamins, so you're turning weak due to malnutrition. This happens especially in the case of children or for people who are not able to take care of themselves. So these were more than 25 words which we did with the root word mal, and I hope you learned and enjoyed this session. So please like and spread the word if you found the session worthwhile, and make sure that you share, like, and comment. And I'll be happy to get your feedback, and I'll be coming with more words like this, more content, and more stories like this. So this is Meenakshi signing off for today from the Verbal Teacup. Have a wonderful day.